If you're considering starting your business through LegalZoom, you need to watch this video. I'm gonna break down all of the things that I've seen about LegalZoom and some of the not so nice experiences that myself or clients have had in the past. Of course, what I'm talking about here in this video is my own experience and opinions. This is what I have seen personally through either my own business or my clients in the past when I used to have my law firm. If we haven't met yet, I'm Christina Scalera, the founder of The Contract Shop and IP attorney. I also had my own law firm for many, many years. Technically, it's still around. I just haven't taken any new client work in about 2 years now. My background is in trademarks and contracts, obviously, because if you know anything about trademarks, you know there's a lot of contracts that come with them, hence the contract shop was born. Just to set the record straight, I really don't see LegalZoom as competition for my online store because of what they sell. So they sell more like subscription-based things and also things that are really generic. So we go really into detail in my online store. For example, you can buy a social media manager contract template if you are working with clients to grow their Instagram. LegalZoom, in my experience, I've never seen them have something that specific, and that is a huge red flag to me because it just screams, in my opinion, that they're out to just grab a lot of cash and give you guys a lackluster solution to your legal problems. The first problem that I've seen with LegalZoom is that they, in my experience, are really predatory on your fears and what could go wrong in your business. As a result, they charge these ridiculous fees for something that you can do for free online. So for example, one that I see all the time are LLC filings. These are so simple. I have a bunch of videos on this channel about how to get your LLC and the steps to set up your business. Your LLC isn't even one of the first steps I recommend, to be honest. If you want, you can go check those videos out. LegalZoom has charged past clients of mine hundreds of dollars to get their LLC up and running, and at the end of the day, the client still didn't have an LLC in hand. This is because LegalZoom is not a law firm, so they can't actually do a lot of things on your behalf necessarily. The reason why this is a problem is because they charge you a lot of money to basically make you do it yourself. At least that was my client's experience, where she gave them everything that they needed or that they said they needed, and then they weren't actually able to help her with getting her LLC. They just gave her a lot of guidance on how to do that, but honestly, most of that is available for free online anyway, and she was just out like $200 or $300. It was at least 200. I don't know if it was 3. The other problem I've seen is I've had trademark clients come to me in the past and they've said, I ordered a trademark search from LegalZoom and all they did was send me like an 800-page printout. And I said, yeah, that's not helpful. First of all, they're not using professional search agencies. They're just using like a robo search from what I could tell from what they showed me. So she showed me her PDF, this 800+ page PDF, and it wasn't anything that I would have used as a trademark attorney to file a trademark. So there you go. They're really just kind of getting things out of the way, like making people feel better for going through a checklist of some sort, but not actually offering them any kind of result. And I think in the process, at least from the marketing that I've seen them do, they have a much more positive spin on it now, but they used to be a lot more what I would consider predatory because they know people are starting businesses. Usually people are starting businesses at a very vulnerable point. There's some sort of big change in their life that's occurring. Maybe they're getting divorced or they're leaving their 9-to-5 and they're just in this really not helpless space, but I hope you guys know what I mean. Like it's just this very sensitive time of your life and you're putting yourself out there and it's all on the line, especially if you're starting a personal brand or blog of some sort. And so they really tend, in what I've seen, they tend to take advantage of that and in a way that makes you spend a lot of money, but without getting the kind of result that you're looking for at the end of the day. You have to still go out and get that result, but maybe some people feel better about what they paid for because somebody was supposed to do something for them and they didn't really look at what happened, so they just think it got done and it didn't. Maybe in some cases they actually do what they say they're gonna do. I haven't really seen that. I've just seen people really overpay for things that they could have done themselves or that they have to go and then find an attorney like myself to fix. LegalZoom isn't all bad. Of course, there's upsides to it. If you need something quickly, you can download it off their site. They're really, really cheap when it doesn't come to like filing these really easy services like getting your LLC. And they also do provide some sort of little security blanket with a community of lawyers that can answer questions for you, plus subscription services so that you can have that availability on hand as you're growing and you don't have a personal attorney who can help you with these kinds of questions. However, there's also alternatives to it. So if you check out this channel, you'll see that we have covered a variety of subjects about all kinds of different situations. I've seen the craziest of clients, and I've also seen the most fun things that have happened out of businesses that are run well, including just incredible dreams that have happened and come true, and then also great success into the 7 and 8 figures from people that set these great foundations up from the beginning. If you're considering using LegalZoom and you're still on the fence, ultimately the decision is up to you. Personally, I would not use them, not just because I'm a lawyer or a small business owner, but just because I haven't really seen them get the intended results in a lot of cases, and that's been my experience. And also, like, the things that they do for you aren't really that helpful from what I've seen. So for example, sending a client of mine an 800-page PDF of a bunch of different trademarks that might be similar to hers is not really helpful when she could have just hired me from the beginning, paid a lot less money overall, and gone forward with a trademark registration in that way. So she would have gotten that custom service because she was already using the name, and I would have gotten her the better result just from the get-go. Now, her trademark's been registered for almost 5 years, which is great news. That's a happy success story, but it was a hard lesson to learn, just being out that $600-700, whatever it was at the beginning, when she didn't have that much cash to spare, and she had to learn that lesson the hard way. If you're interested to know what steps you need to have in order to be legally compliant and good to go with your business, we have so many videos here on this channel. Plus, I have a resource I've linked to you below. You can get it at thecontractshop.com/flawless. We're going to take you from lawless to flawless. Get it? We've linked that for you below, and we'll put another video on the screen so you can continue learning about what your business needs. I'll be back next week to talk about the difference between LLCs and corporations. So if you have any kind of curiosity or questions about that, you'll definitely want to subscribe so you don't miss that video. I'll see you soon.